Hi, it's Barbara coming to you from the Black Light Lab, bringing light into the darkness. So, happy Tuesday here in New York City. Today I want to talk to you about my journey and how this kind of all started. I've spoken a little bit in the past about my catalyst twin flame. I don't know if you saw the last video. But that was a 2-year journey, and it was a lesson for me to create boundaries and to learn to love myself and not give all my love away and expect somebody to give you back, the moon and the world when they're giving you shit, basically. And it's okay, I've forgiven this person and will love him dearly. And I actually would love to help him now, but, a lot of people think they know it all, and those type of people you can't spend your time on because they don't want to listen to you. Like I can help you. I want to share my knowledge, and not that I want to fix you, but give you, just make the ride a little bit smoother than what I went through. But at the end of the day, you have a program instilled in you, a fear-based program that you're gonna have to purge. And if you're not willing to see it yourself, the universe will literally pick you up and put you over there and make you see it the hard way. And then you're gonna be like, why is this happening to me? And it's going to keep happening until you realize where you are lacking, not being loving, coming from your heart space, or from taking and not giving back. The universe constantly is testing you. And I speak about this a lot everywhere I go because it's so important that this is Earth School. There's a spiritual warfare going on right now. And, I see a lot of other people that talk about experiencing a lot of darkness. They see the entities and all this. I've been spared a lot of that, but I have other people in my family who have not been, and other friends who have not, who have seen things. So in a way, I'm very blessed that I'm being protected, but I have felt things that have come and taken over me and kept me down. Or, sometimes, it could really be yourself that's keeping you stuck. So with the energies and everything that have shifted over 11/11 over this weekend, things got better for me that night. And it was like a weight was lifted off me, and I was just like, yes, finally, I'm coming back to life. So I was really excited about all the things that have been happening. But let's go back to how this journey started. And I'm not afraid to talk about this stuff anymore because, my God, something told me I had to go. I had to leave my job. I worked for Ralph Lauren for 8 years. It was beautiful. It was a dream come true. I manifested that. I mean, a girl who dropped out of high school, worked in clubs, I worked for Banana Republic for like 13 years, and then I jumped a whole bunch of, worked at Macy's, all these little retailers. And, a dream come true for a girl like me to get a job with such a prestigious company. So I was in charge of doing the windows, and I had to do an installation at Bloomingdales here in Manhattan. And we have 2 windows, a big and a small. And in our discussion that day, whatever it was, we had only focused on one side of the window. And so I kind of X'd out the other small window because it wasn't in the graphic of the sketch out what we're gonna do. And so I didn't think about it, just so focused to get everything. It was, it was Christmas time. No, it wasn't Christmas time. Gosh, it was summer. It was almost summertime, and I had a lot on my plate, basically. So I was so proud. I got these panels cut because I had it was like fake brick, and I got it all done, and I was, you know, so psyched. And I wasn't there to install. My coworkers were, and they like called me up the next day, like, Barb, it's not fitting. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? What do you mean it's not fitting? I'm like, yeah, Barb, you gotta come. You know, and I get there, and then like, you know, you had to cut for the other one. Then I'm like, well, whatever. I didn't do it. So, but for some reason, so that day I'm trying to figure it out. My intuition told me to see these pieces that didn't fit. Try the small window, and you know, I don't know what made me do it, but I just went by my intuition, and I did it. And I was like, it fit perfect, and I couldn't explain it. But I guess I was getting downloads saying that if I needed to go, like, this job all of a sudden no longer resonated with me. And, you know, I had people that I had not created boundaries with, and I've taken responsibility for everything in that job, because I had my own inner turmoil that I had to work with, and I had to say goodbye to that job. Now, mind you, I didn't have another job and planned up. I didn't have a plan. All I had was the fact that if I look back in my life and my experiences, it's always worked out for me. That is what I left that job with. Knowing that everything always works out for me somehow. And so, I mean, right away I put in my 2 weeks, and it was just like, I had a few panic attacks at work. Nobody knew about. My prop room was in the closet in the back, and you know, it's because I had these programs, because I was thinking too far ahead, and then making up scenarios that I wouldn't make it, and that, you know, what would I do? I'm walking away from a pretty prestigious job that people would be dying to be working for. But I already had seen that my time there had passed me. Like, if I had an opportunity to become something, I already saw people promote it over me, and I knew I wasn't going anywhere. It just, something inside me said, this is as far as you're going to go, and this is not why you are here on this planet. But right before I left that job, I had landed a commercial. The universe gave me a commercial from Manhattan Mini Storage, which is airing now, and it let me shine and be who I was. That I like to go to clubs, and that I like gay men, my gay friends, and you know, I got to come out with a RuPaul Drag Race contestant, Alexis Michelle, and my God, why would the universe give me this? I'm still in the process of discovering myself and finding my gifts and removing self-limiting beliefs. So as I learn things, I come on and I share them, because at this point, the only person who's going to judge me is me. Nobody else. I don't care what anybody else thinks anymore. I'm beyond that, because I know that I'm really a celestial being living a human experience. And with all the wonderful psychic abilities that have been opening up for me, I know that I came to this planet for a purpose, and it was to speak up, and that's why I believe I was given this commercial, and this is why I believe that I've been so fortunate enough to be well loved in every place that I've worked, gone to. I know so many gay men that love me, and I'm like, why? And then I'm like, oh, because I'm fun. So I love being fun and silly all day. And, you know, people tried to, you know, hide that about me, and now, no. No, I want to be fun and silly. You know, don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm a mother. I'm serious about my work. But why not be loving and fun while doing all these amazing, great things that you're here on this planet to do? So I was awakened. Okay, so back. Sorry. So I left the job, and then I had nothing to fall back on. But I I started going through a purge. That was the end of May. So June, I started getting these ascension symptoms, and it was really debilitating. It was the dark night of the soul. A lot of things that came up that I had buried in my past that I had no idea that were keeping me in a almost like what's that, Stockholm syndrome, like stuck in a pattern of self limiting beliefs about myself. And I, little by little, I've been overcoming things by taking risks, speaking up, having challenging friendships. The universe gives me people on the street to talk to see if I'm serious and continue on this path in order to for the rest of my psychic abilities to really flourish and open up. Because if you're not putting them to good use in a way that Spirit wants you to, they will be taken away from you. So there's no shutting off your soul. You're here all day. Like, your thoughts, they're listening. You get mad at somebody, you better change course correct that really fast, because that's coming back to you 3 times tenfold. So the more you focus on something right now, we've already ascended to the next 3D is done. We're between 4 and 5D. Whatever you focus on is going to be magnified. So it's best to, there'll be times where we get these like rainbow waves and these energies, these solar storms that come through, and you'll be like, why am I feeling down? Why do I feel like this? And you kind of like, you want to lash out at somebody or you want to cry, and it's best not to lash out at somebody, but it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry and feel like crap, but stay positive. Stay, you know what? Maybe I'm taking on the collective energy, because it's important that you stay in the light, because another topic is the fact that the dark forces that are here on this planet want to keep you there, and they'll punch little holes in your aura, and they will get into you. And this is when you're having a bad day all day, every day. Then you turn to drinking, then you turn to drugs, then you turn to sex, and it's just like, and you don't want to do that. So it's best to stay in the light. What happened to me though, backtrack again, that happened to me at my job, what's actually called the Mandela effect. So there's tons of stuff on the internet that speak about it. It's called quantum jumping. So you basically shift dimensions or realities, and this is what is going to happen in the next few, and then for the rest of our lives actually. We are in a time where New Earth is giving us these beautiful gifts that our junk DNA is coming online. We are turning from carbon-based to crystalline plasma. Our light bodies are becoming activated, and we are bringing in Christ conscious codes, and our light bodies being activated. And basically, we are a source being of God. We are ascended masters. We are here to save the planet. Crazy, I know. Crazy, yeah. But I don't feel crazy talking about it anymore, because it's who I am, and I know what I'm here for. And I'm making this video so that I can start preparing the rest of the world, the rest of my friends that are about to waken up and not realize that what's happening to them. And one of the cool things that happened last night was my friend reached out to me. He's like, you're the only one I can talk to about this, nobody else. So there's very few right now that are thinking like me or aware of this. There's a few people that are, call them, they're being like a spiritually awakened, like that they say they're woke and stuff, but not to the point where I'm talking about aliens and quantum jumping and dimensions. So that is coming for them. Some people who are not willing to believe that will be either visited by an orb, perhaps, or maybe even an alien. You know, hey, say what's up. Don't be scared. just here to show you that this is real. Because some of us will not believe. And I believe because if all the amazing things that have happened to me, just the synchronicities, the signs, the numbers, it's like it's a fun game now, because I've eliminated so many of the fear programs that are based that were embedded inside of me, and know that everything's a test and nothing is reality. I mean, nothing is real unless you bring it to your attention. And you could always say to the universe, nope, I don't want this reality, bring me something else. You could say no, and it's going to constantly bring you things until you settle on what you want, and what you want, and then also to pass tests in order to get to the next level. So don't rush that person that stopped you in the street to talk to you. Don't rush away. Take the time to talk to that person. Because the more love you give free, the more you get your dreams to come true. And that's the crazy part. The more, if you have time, I mean, a lot of us say we don't have time, but I strongly urge you find the time to either donate your time in some way, or, I mean, by me making these videos, I'm donating my knowledge and my time in order for me to give back to the collective, in order for God and the universe to give back to me. So I'm at the point where I don't care, I don't give a fuck what you think about me and my crazy talk, because I keep getting rewarded, and you know what? It makes me keep going. So look up the Mandela effect. Prayers all day. Setting intentions is very important. I'll keep talking about this, probably the same things over and over, because I kind of want to drill it home how important these few things are. You know, the praying all day to people, giving out that love, it's very important. Pray over your food. Pray to your water. That's a form of way of loving yourself. When you pray, when you write love on the water, when you write love in the air, it makes the air sweeter. So you are in control of your life, of your perception, your perspective, everything. It's all yours. So it's whatever you're vibrating. Everything's vibrating, vibrational. Money, matter, people. So you want high vibrational people? Speak that into existence. Be careful what you say. The I am is important. And so, yeah. So that's what I want to say today. I will make another video soon. I know I jump all over the place, but yeah, so that's me. And get used to it. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, okay. Thanks. Bye.